Welcome to the service clinic at Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. First, I'd like to say thanks for all your comments on YouTube on my videos. One of the videos I did on my tool cart, and people have been asking about the tools that I have in it. And one of the tools that people have been asking about is the Harley-Davidson belt tension gauge. They want to know, can they purchase it? Yes. It has a part number, and you can purchase this at your Harley-Davidson dealer. It is HD-35381-A. And yes, you need this if you're going to service your own motorcycle and know the proper belt tension on your motorcycle. So on this gauge, you have two marks. You have a 0 mark, and you have a 10-pound mark underneath this O-ring. All right, and to use this gauge, you slide the O-ring up to the 0 mark, and now I'm going to show you where to apply it and how to apply it. When you are checking your motorcycle's belt tension, you want the motorcycle on its jiffy stand or upright, but the tire on the lift or on the ground. You want ambient temperature. You don't want 110 degrees in the garage or 32 degrees outside, because it's going to affect the tension of the rubber in the belt, okay? If you're on a touring machine, you don't want your bags full. Take everything out of your bags. You can have the saddlebags on the bike, but don't have your gear on here, and you do not want to be on the motorcycle, or you don't want your rider on the motorcycle. You just want your motorcycle on its jiffy stand on the ground with the tire at the proper inflation. Okay, now we're going to apply this to the motorcycle. One more note, this motorcycle has one of the lower belt guards with the graduation deflection. That's awesome because it helps in counting and figuring out the correct belt deflection. If your motorcycle does not have this lower belt with the graduations, you place this in between the two pulleys on your motorcycle. So I'm going to make sure that the O-ring is at 0 mark. The belt goes in between these two pieces. I'm going to go as close as I can to the graduation marks. I'm going to look through the window, and the lower belt starts here. I'm going to apply 10 pounds of pressure, and I'm looking through the window, and oh my goodness gracious, that belt is way out of adjustment. It's supposed to be, I looked it up in the service manual, 1/4 to 5/16. Now, each graduation on here, according to Harley-Davidson, is 1/8. So, in looking at this and pressing 10, I'm way out of adjustment. So that is why we have this tool. It gives the correct amount of pressure so we can count the graduations and get the proper belt deflection. What happens if the belt is not at proper? Well, it puts undue stress on the belt. If it's way too tight, it puts too much stress on the wheel bearings or the bearings in the transmission. If it's too loose, like this one, if it gets worse, then the teeth are really stressed out, and it is possible for the teeth to jump off the teeth on the pulley. So this tool is really great to have in your toolbox if you're going to check your belt tension on your motorcycle. Hope this helped. I'm Doc Harley. We'll see you next week.